Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today what I have for you is episode 10 of my FIFA 23 Bradford City career mode. If you do want to enjoy today's episode, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes on today's episode, that would be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 500 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Today what I have for you though is 3 more matches. We're going to be playing Sutton and then I don't know as of right now who the other 2 matches will be against. Despite what feels like a poor run of form at this moment in time, we're actually currently second in the table. We're gaining on Mansfield Town as well, now only 4 points behind them, but this league is very tight at this moment in time. We lose the next game, we could maybe even drop out of the playoffs. We've got Sutton United coming up next. We've only picked up 14 points all season, so you'd like to think this will hopefully be 3 points. After that game though against Sutton, we are back at home, which is nice to see. We're also playing on a Sunday. Not really too sure why we're playing on the Sunday, but we do seem to be playing on the Sunday. Make sure you drop a like on today's video though, subscribe if you are new as well. It's going to be Gillingham at home on the Sunday. We do also though have a pre-match press conference to attend before this game against Sutton United, so we'll have a look and see what the media have to say ahead of this one. And in terms of what they have to say, they want to say, can the team still make a title bid? I mean, we're only 4 points behind Mansfield Town. I still think at this moment in time we are making a title bid. Whether we're going to win that or not, I'm not really too sure. But I'm going to say there are plenty of games left, as that is what I firmly do believe at this moment in time. They also want to say, will Walker get his chance? Potentially. We'll have to see about fitness and all that sort of stuff. I'll say I've got no problem with the lad, and hopefully that builds up his confidence and all that sort of stuff. Final question then from the media. What's the mood after your last game? I mean, I can't remember what the last game was, so we'll say we'll always respect our opponents. If we won against AFC Wimbledon, was that where Angle scored a brace, I want to say? I'm not really too sure. Let's get into team news, though, for this match away at Sutton United. We obviously won 2-0, in real life, so let's hope for a similar result. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for today's game away at Sutton United. We've got Harry Lewis in goal, a back four of Brad Halliday, Timmy Odesina, Romany Critchlow, and James. A holding midfield 2 of Emmanuel Osadibe and Richie Smallwood. Dion Pereira as the right attacking midfielder, with Chapman over on the left side. Vidane Oliver and Andy Cook lead the line as well. Lots of tired players though after the last match, so we are looking to rest some of them in this one. It's going to be a very tough game though. Sutton coming with a 4-4-2 system, but again, very similar for them. Lots of players tired, but they're not really rotating at this moment in time. Obviously, that is a positive of having such a big squad. You are able to rotate, and the quality of the team doesn't really drop all too much. Whereas Sutton, they've only really got a decent 11, and the rest of their squad are kind of definitely squad players. But it's going to be a tough one. Just because it's got 14 points doesn't necessarily mean it is going to be easy. Vidane Oliver kicks us off, and hopefully we can pick up another 3 points. Vidane Oliver picks up the ball on this left hand side. He cuts in here, looks for Dion Pereira into Osadibe, back to Vidane Oliver. Is his chance? Big opportunity for him there. I think he's bent the shot just wide. 15 minutes in, still 0-0, but a positive start from us here. Oliver picks up the ball once more and he finds Richie Smallwood. He looks for Dion Pereira. Great first touch, cuts it back. Unfortunately, can't quite find a Bradford City shirt. Sutton look to counter-attack, but once again, that is great defending from Romany Critchlow. Man, we might look to try and get on a permanent basis, but Andy Cook is on the ball here, looking to cut inside. It's with Harry Chapman, back into Andy Cook, back to Harry Chapman. Can we get off a shot here? Chapman, bit of space here. Ball cut back, looking for Andy Cook, but eventually Sutton will clear. Andy Cook on the ball here, finds Vidane Oliver. He cuts inside on that right foot, gets the shot off. It's a big save though from Rose. Half an hour gone, still 0-0 here, although we take this corner shot. It's with Critchlow, finds Andy Cook who shoots well over the bar. Harry Chapman picks up the ball here, goes inside to Vidane Oliver into the penalty area now. Can he cut it back? It eventually comes to Harry Chapman here, finds Osadibe. Andy Cook with a shot. Andy Cook with the goal just before half time. The big man is finally back on the score sheet. 44 minutes on the clock. It's Sutton United 0, Bradford City 1. I'd say that is probably deserved, to be honest with you, on the balance of play, that we will go into half time ahead. I do think we probably do deserve that. We've had more of the ball, more shots, more chances, and I firmly believe we'll be going on to pick up another 3 points in today's game. If we carry on how we played though, from the first half into the second half, we might make some substitutions as well very soon, because like I said at the start of the game, we do have some tired players at this moment in time, as Harry Lewis pulls off another massive save there, as obviously you can see here. We are now underway for the second half. Osadibe finds Andy Cook. He goes into Smallwood. Can he pick the right pass? He can. He slightly overhit that one, and we'll now look to make some substitutions. I think we've got a lot of tired players out there at this moment in time. Smallwood's definitely one who's going to need to come off, so we'll get Alex Gilead on for him. I'm looking at the bench. It's kind of just a lot of wingers, to be honest with you. here. Not really many other forward options. We'll get Halliday off for Luke Hendry. We're going to get Scott Banks on for Dion Pereira, and we'll get Harry Chapman off for Arthur Dunn. I mean, he can't really play there, so we'll put Dunn a little bit further out wide. And Cookie's also going to come off for Aboisi, who's going to kind of play as like a more of a right forward rather than a striker. They're the changes, though. Hopefully, we are able to see out today's game and maybe even score a couple more goals. Sutton come forward here. 9 lays it off to 25, who shoots, and I think it's Donovan Wilson equalises for Sutton. We've not really started so far in this second half, and we've just less than an hour on the clock. Sutton level things up here. I would say it's probably against run of play, but based on what I've seen so far in this second half, it's probably deserved. It's disappointing. It's Sutton United 1, Bradford City 1, as Sutton are coming forward again here. Number 9 with a shot. This time it's killed just wide. Aboisi on the ball here, finds Osadibe. Can he slot it through? He finds Viden Oliver into Arthur Dunn, cuts inside. Can he lay it off to Aboisi? He does. It's a big block though from the Sutton United defender, and they will eventually be able to clear. 24's got loads of space here on their left-hand side into the penalty area. It's eventually cut out by Odesina, but it's a terrible clearance. Big save from Harry Lewis, who's keeping us in this game at this moment in time. And we just simply have been all over the place in the second half. Another big save there from our number 1. We need to tie this man down to a 5-year contract because he's absolutely unbelievable. Single-handedly keeping us in this game so far. There's 10 minutes left on the clock. We need another goal. Can we get it here, though, as Oliver finds Scott Banks. Back to Viden Oliver. Heavy touch, and he's picked up an injury there. You can play on for the last 5 minutes. Viden Oliver on the ball finds Aboisi. Who's hit the underside of the crossbar? No, I thought that was in. Osadibe with a shot saved by the keeper. And in the 90th minute, pretty much the last kick of the game, we have the chance to win it. We don't take it, and it finishes full-time. Sutton United 1, Bradford City 1. Very disappointing. The team that we play next, Gillingham, they've won at home today, 1-0 against Carlisle. Certainly not ideal for us. Not a great start to the episode. I thought the first half performance was quite good, to be honest with you. Second half, not so good, and overall, I think I'm disappointed to come away from that with only a point. We do now have, though, our youth scout report, so we'll have a quick look at these, see if we've picked up any decent youngsters on this occasion. It certainly doesn't look that way. If you scroll down to the bottom, no decent players found in Portugal, which is a shame in my opinion. And in terms of England, I don't even need to look at any of these players. They're all just not very good. I mean, Tommy Abbott looks okay, but his current ability is not really where I want it to be at this moment in time. In terms of player chats then, what have some players got to say about us here? Smallwood says, I'm sounding like a broken record, but the lads have been watching and waiting. It still seems like nothing's been done to improve the situation. I mean, we were second in the league going into that game. It's a pretty frustrated dressing room at the moment. I just wondered what the plan is. Is there really nothing you can do to get things going in the right direction? Wow. Well, that is certainly an aggressive approach here from Mr. Smallwood. I'm going to say I'm doing what I can, I assure you. It's certainly not what I like to see from the captain to come in like that. I don't know if that's kind of a normal thing, but I certainly wouldn't like to be spoken to like that as the manager when you're clearly doing everything that you can. If Aboisi is hitting the underside of the crossbar in the 90th minute, how is that my fault? Jamie Walker's obviously not happy that he didn't play the last game, but he was tired. He's not been fit enough at this moment in time to play, so we'll tell him that basically he needs to keep fit and make sure he's at 100% fitness, 100% health. That's the correct word. We've now got Gillingham at home on the Sunday. Let's get into it and we'll see how we line up. I've just got an email here from my chief executive saying we are at risk of losing 6 players at this moment in time. Alex Gilead, Lee Angle, Andy Cook, Jan Songo, Colin Doyle and Aboisi. And I wouldn't say I'm in a massive rush really to negotiate new contracts with any of them. Songo's done okay for us, to be honest with you. Gilead, no, not really for me. I mean, he's 26 on career mode. I think he's alright. I think Colin Doyle will definitely be leaving the club. Andy Cook will probably be leaving the club as well. Aboisi potentially might get another year extension. Lee Angle probably won't be either. Heath Richardson as well. I mean, for now, we're not really going to look to maybe negotiate as of right now, but certainly come in a couple months' time or maybe at the end of the season, that is something we might look to consider exploring. It depends really who we sign in the January transfer window, how much money we spend, and all that sort of stuff. We've got pretty much a full-strength team available for this game. Sutton's going to start over Smallwood as well. Let's get into this one against Gillingham. A 4 o'clock kickoff on a Sunday. Certainly not ideal for the Gillingham fans. Obviously, this reverse fixture in real life has been moved to a Sunday. That's actually coming up in a couple of days' time by the time this video does come out. But it's going to be a tough one. In real life, I think they've only scored 6 goals or something by now, and we're literally nearly in the middle of December. They've scored 6 goals all season. In terms of on the game, Viden Oliver's playing against his former side. I expect him to score in this one. we have kicked off for the first half. Gillingham breaking down our left-hand side at this moment in time. Ball's going to come into the box here. Good defending from Dion Pereira. It's still with number 9. Gets the shot off. Good block from Jan Songo. And eventually we do clear. Good football from us here though. And Andy Cook slots it through to Arthur Dunn, who is offside unfortunately. 15 minutes gone. It's still 0-0. But Gillingham are coming forward here. Number 9 on the ball. Bit of space. Looks for the return pass. Good interception from Timmy Odesina. Dion Pereira now. Bit of space to cut inside. He finds Viden Oliver. Can he get a shot off? He does. Good shot. Good save from Maynard as well. The Gillingham at number 13. Arthur Dunn with his corner into the box. Aiming for Dion Pereira, which I think is an interesting one from a set piece. It's found its way to Alex Gilead though. Plays a 1-2 with Viden Oliver. Gilead finds Dion Pereira, who doesn't miss on this occasion. 30 minutes on the clock. Our number 26 is finally arrived. Finally scored a nice goal. So great finish there on the left foot. That's what we need to do. Get Dion Pereira space in the penalty area and he will convert his chances. We need a second goal though now. We saw in the last game what happens if we don't find that second goal. We might end up conceding a sloppy one in terms of equalising. So we need to go on here and get that second goal. As Arthur Dunn's got a bit of space to run at again. He's offside though. Viden Oliver slots it through here to Andy Cook. He gets the shot off. I mean, I probably thought he would have passed that through to Emmanuel Osadibe there. He chooses the shot. It's well saved by the keeper. We're coming forward here with the last chance of the half, but it is cut out by the Gills defence, and that should probably see us through to half-time. It does. A decent performance so far, but we saw what happened in the last game if we don't make changes pretty much at half-time. So we are going to make some changes now. Harry Chapman is going to come on for the goal scorer at Dion Pereira. Andy Cook is also going to come off for Leangle. And final change for now, Matty Platt is going to come on for Jan Songo. We'll save our final 2 changes for maybe about another 10-15 minutes or so. Osadibe picks it up on the edge of the box, finds Gilead, looks for the cutback. It's eventually found Viden Oliver here, into Arthur Dunn, and once again that man is offside. I genuinely don't know how much longer I can put up with this man being offside, to be honest with you, because it's really starting to frustrate me as of right now. He's on the ball once again, he finds Viden Oliver. Can he get a ball into the box? He does. It is cut out though by the Gillingham defence, and we will now make them final 2 substitutions. Issa is going to come on for Arthur Dunn, and final change of the game, Jamie Walker is going to come on for Levi Sutton, and we'll put Gilead as a defensive midfielder and play them 2 slightly out of position. Viden Oliver on the ball here, driving at the Gillingham defence, given all the time in the world to get the shot off. He does. He's put that well wide. That's a big opportunity for our number 19 against his former club. I've no idea how he's put it that far wide. Maybe he's leant back. I'm not really too sure. Osadibe slots it through to Jamie Walker. He doesn't miss. That man keeps on scoring, and Jamie Walker makes it Bradford City 2, Gillingham 0. 15 minutes left on the clock. Surely all 3 points are now wrapped up. Viden Oliver slots it through here into Leangle, cuts it back for Viden Oliver. He finally gets his goal against his former club. It's Bradford City 3, Gillingham 0. Hopefully for a similar result in real life at this moment in time. I think this is coming out on the Wednesday. Then we play them on the Sunday at their place in real life. Hopefully we can stick 3 past them in that one. But we are going to be picking up a big 3 points in this game. Getting back to winning ways as well. And it's nice to see Oliver scoring against his former club. Full time at Bradford City 3, Gillingham 0. A great way to bounce back after what I'd probably call a disappointing result in the last game. Let's get into the final match of today's episode. I believe we're playing on a Sunday once again. I'm not really too sure. I'm actually pretty sure we're playing on Christmas Day as of right now. I can't remember. Yeah, we're playing Leyton Orient on Christmas Day. That is certainly not something in the festive spirit, but let's get into see how we line up. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for the final match of today's episode against Leyton Orient. We've got Harry Lewis in goal, a back 3 of Timmy Odesina, Matty Platt and Romney Critchlow. Smallwood as the holding midfielder with Osadibe and Gilead slightly ahead of him. Harry Chapman starts on the left-hand side. Dion Pereira keeps his place on the right after scoring in the last game. Leangle is partnered by Viden Oliver, who leads the line once again. We're sticking with the 3-1-4-2 for this one. They're going with a 4-2-3-1. Got some very good players. Lots of talent in their side. If you think about the players that they've got, Theo Archibald, Charlie Kelman, George Moncora, I don't even think he's in their matchday squad, which is unbelievable to think a player of his quality fails to make their squad. Obviously, in real life, they're doing unbelievable at this moment in time. Recently, did win this fixture 3-0, so hopefully we can get him a bit of revenge in this one. It's Leangle who gets us underway for today's game. Gilead on the ball, finds Leangle who shoots. The big opportunity, great save though from Sargent. Angle similar to Vidal Oliver in the last game, has the opportunity against his former employer to potentially prove a point here. Gilead into the penalty area, finds Vidal Oliver, gets the shot off. It's eventually with angle. Another big chance, another good save from the O's keeper. We have some good chances early on in today's game. Hopefully we start converting them, as that cross from the corner is easily claimed. Chapman now on this left hand side. Can he work a bit of magic? He beats his man, finds the angle, back into Harry Chapman, back to Angle. He goes into Smallwood. Gilead, loads of space, finds Vidal Oliver, scuffs the shot. Comfortable save for the O's number 1. Oliver on the ball here, slots it through into Dion Pereira. Can he get a shot off? He does! I think the keeper's just tipped that around the post. We've had so many chances early on in today's game. How we're not winning, I have no idea. As Orient clear that corner only as far as Smallwood. He goes into Dion Pereira. Oliver finds Angle, shoots. Another save from the keeper. Oliver on the ball, finds the angle into Osadibe. Finds Vidal Oliver, who's not found the back of the net. How on earth has he missed that? It's a big opportunity for our number 19, who just simply cannot find any form in front of goal at this moment in time. You would have thought that goal in the last game against his former club will give him the confidence to score a goal like that. He hasn't taken his opportunity. I'm very tempted to bring him off at half-time because he had a number of chances so far in today's game. Look at the stats. I cannot deal with another 0-0 where we've absolutely battered a team. Andy Cook's coming on for Vidal Oliver, and we're also going to bring on Jan Songo for Romney Critchlow. We'll put Odesina over on the left side, Platt on the right. Songo through the middle. 2 changes at the break. Let's hope we can start converting some of these chances. Orient coming forward here, number 8 on the ball, looking for a shot. He finds into 23, back to number 8. 11 now picks it up, back into number 8. 11's got a bit of space, finds number 7, ball through. He's comfortably claimed by Harry Lewis. We'll now look to make our final changes of today's game. We are going to bring on Arthur Dunn for Harry Chapman. We're going to get Jamie Walker on for... actually, we get Sutton on for Smallwood, and then we'll get Walker on for Alex Gilead, and that is it. There are all the changes that we can make, so hopefully we can go on now and create some more chances and hopefully score some goals, because our finishing in today's game has been really, really poor. Angle on the ball here, driving at the Orient defence, finds Arthur Dunn. Can he work a shot off here? He does. Of course, it's saved by that man, Orient's number 1. It's now with Jamie Walker once again. Osadibe finds the angle into Andy Cook, finds Osadibe once again, twisting and turning, but it's eventually cut out by the former Bradford City man Adam Thompson. At 10 minutes to go, it's still 0-0. Orient coming forward here near the end of today's game. 7 with a shot, good block from Matty Platt. 7 with the ball again, finds 12 into 17, back to number 7. He seems to be their danger man at this moment in time. They're playing it around our penalty area, looking to get a ball into the box. 7 picks up the ball, spins away from Songo. 23 with a shot. He's deflected. Harry Lewis claims. Ball goes long. Liangle can't really win it. And I think this is going to be a game which ends either 0-0 or 1-0 to Leighton Orient, as Smith with a shot there. Well saved by Harry Lewis. That's full time. We've had loads of chances, especially in that first half, but it does end Leighton Orient 0, Bradford City. Now, I think overall, probably a disappointing episode, to be honest with you. 5 points out of a possible 9. We kept a couple of clean sheets in there as well. Only 1 goal conceded, but only 4 goals scored as well. 3 of them being in the same game. We are still second in the table, but Mansfield have pulled away from us a little bit now. We're now 8 points behind the league leaders. But that is where I'm going to leave it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes, as I said at the start of today's episode, that'd be absolutely class. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 500 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Next episode as well, we should have the January transfer window opening, so we might make some signings and all that sort of stuff. Thank you very much for watching today's video though. Have a great rest of your day, and I shall see you all very soon for another one. Peace.